Hi Elvis. Oh, and I guess hi Morgan. Even though Bambi isn't here, don't think that he isn't playing his part in this show. This is the Daft Hour, and you're listening to us on CVFM. Today we're transmitting from a tiny box full of bad nightmares and very angry seagulls with drills for teeth. Morgan, you're my favorite. Only kidding. My favorite is of course our one true overlord, Timmy, Flipping Mallet, and his sidekick Ian, the very disturbed blue panda bear.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Lyrics, please.
I'm not real, but when I'm in the Middlesbrough I listen to the Daft Hour.
What was that? What was that?
That was a little bit of Bride of Chucky, a remix just for you, Morgan. Fantastic.
Oh, well, thanks, I suppose.
Here on the Daft Hour.
Hello, you're listening to the Daft Hour here on CVFM. CVFM 104.5. My name is Morgan Fantastic, and you are?
Bambi Rashid.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm Elvis Herod. Bambi's not with us today.
No, he passed.
Yes, but in his place we have Legs Calzone.
Legs Calzone.
Hello.
Legs Calzone is a middle-aged man trapped in a hot young body.
That I am. That is my vice.
And we are under strict instructions from Bambi Rashid to be really, really awful to Morgan Fantastic today. So I'll start with this.
Sounds about right.
Shut up, Morgan, you illiterate cow full of chewed-up syringes and the excretions of a violent tramp with SARS. I hate your gurning face, and you've got a haircut like a car accident.
Yeah, shut up, Morgan. You smell like a poo bag full of hate and Lyme disease, and you're not even fantastic. You're like average at best.
That's really saying something. He's not even average. I'll tell you what, though, he's very stupid and so very preposterously horrible. So horrible, in fact, he thinks I'm being nasty to him right now when I'm actually just describing him.
You know, I would actually slap him right now, but that would be animal abuse, and I like animals.
Yeah, look at him sat there rolling his eyes. Keep rolling your eyes, maybe you'll find a brain back there, eh?
Look, he's not even going to speak. He can't. If he spoke his mind, he'd be speechless. You know, Morgan, I bet when you get an ice cream from the ice cream man that comes down your road,
Yeah.
Yeah?
you eat a cone first.
And what?
Then you get the ice cream all over your grubby little hands, you monster.
Why don't you slip into something more comfortable, like a coma? Oh, by the way, your breath smells like bad banana. Today's insults are sponsored by Bambi Rashid, and we'll be doing some more of those a little later in the show.
Right. Well, thanks for that degrading start to the show.
Yep.
I don't know what made it worse was the lovely music in the background. It's kind of serenading me with horrible insults. I can confirm that I've never eaten the corn first. Just to confirm that.
So, but you do have grubby little hands.
Oh, yeah, I can confirm that.
Mittens.
And thank you, Bambi, out there. I hope you choke on your luxury dinner that I know you're currently having.
He's just down by the trough.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
We've got a special guest this week, don't we?
We do, yeah. On a more positive note, we're joined by fantastic comedian Jim McMaster. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing, Jim?
I'm alright. It's a bit warm in here, like, isn't it?
It
is a bit warm.
It is. I'd say
Moisty.
take your clothes off, but we're apparently on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we are.
They've already seen it on
I've already
Facebook
seen
Live.
it, yeah. Or at least heard about it in the act.
Yeah, that is true.
Have you got an insult you'd like to throw towards Morgan Fantastic? Anything you'd like to call him to put him down for the show?
It's customary, really.
It is.
At this
All
point.
right. Well, okay. Well, Morgan, to be honest,
Yeah.
your facial hair's worse than me nana's.
Right. She must be one sexy man.
She's a handsome woman.
Oh, well, thanks. I don't know whether to cry or just
Both.
Or just both. So, yeah, I don't know where to go now.
Switzerland.
Is that where they legally
Nicholas.
can
That's where they all go.
euthanize?
Yes.
Yeah,
To be euthanized.
They legally do that there, don't they? Yeah.
So, we've got our own radio show.
We do. How did that happen?
No idea. I really don't know.
No, I don't either.
Incredible.
So yeah, we're joined by Legs Calzone, Jim McMaster on this Daft Hour, and I'm going to play a track, if that's okay with everybody.
I'd love you too.
Yeah, I'm going to play. Has anyone here watched the show Stranger Things?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that.
Does anyone dislike it?
No, I quite enjoyed
Hate
it.
it
Do you? Why?
because it's the cool thing to do.
Yeah, that it is the cool thing to do. Well, this is a lovely song, and I hope you enjoy it. And that was Stranger Things by someone. I've lost it. But it was a lovely remix anyway. C418, that's it. The remix.
It's good.
I
like
enjoyed that.
Very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to join in with the show, you can contact us on facebook.com / The Daft Hour. We're on Twitter at Daft Hour, hashtag The Daft Hour. And you can also call us, can't you, Herod?
Yes.
How'd you call us?
You call us on 01642 688 104.
And that was 688 104. So call us, and as usual, you can request a word, an impression by myself, or a song, or just anything really. Just have a little chat with us.
I'm not getting any sound on this.
You alright? You sure?
Just having a fiddle.
You have a little fiddle in the corner there.
Little fiddle in the corner.
Yeah. So, can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Because I forgot something. Can you just do something for me?
What would you like me to do?
Just anything, just while I sort this.
Should we say some more horrible things? About
Yeah,
Morgan
just do it.
Fantastic?
Because
Oh yeah, we've got some prepared.
I
don't
did
we?
a little cry during that song, obviously, to make myself feel better. But you might as well just get
It's
it
okay,
overdone.
we-
Morgan Fantastic. The only way you'll ever get laid is if you crawl up a chicken's bottom and wait.
They say opposites attract, Morgan Fantastic. I hope you meet someone who's good-looking, intelligent, and cultured.
How was that? All right.
That was nice, that.
And I would just like to quick reminder for the listeners that today's insults are sponsored by Bambi Rashid.
Yep. Thanks for that. Bambi.
Bambi.
Yep, thank you very much. Still having a fiddle?
Yeah. This is the news now.
Yeah.
I can't hear the thing.
Yeah.
Morgan Fantastic News.
Woman tattoos kebab on her arm. Vibrators get you arrested. Porn site looking for couples to marry. Seals sing Star Wars. YouTuber buys and renames town Gay Hell. Man has world's largest chunk of earwax removed. Man robs bank with banana. And Domino's accidentally delivers pizza to the Queen. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Seagulls.
Yeah, so that was the news.
Right.
How do you feel about them?
Could you just reiterate headline number 1?
Okay, woman tattoos kebab on her arm.
Right. What's all that about?
So basically, there was a woman who worked at a shop, like a kebab shop, for 2 years,
Yeah.
and she doesn't even like kebabs.
No.
Was she called Donna, though?
She was, and she got a tattoo on her arm just because
Right.
she worked there. Have you ever got a tattoo of previous jobs on your arm or
Um,
anywhere on your body?
Let me
Not
have a
unless
think.
I was a kingfisher or a bumblebee. Maybe in a past life.
No.
Right, Jim.
Past jobs, no, I have got a couple of tattoos, though.
Oh yeah, what are they?
I've got the borough badge on that arm.
When you worked at the borough
I wish I worked as a postman at the time.
in borough,
Yes.
right? So
I got the old borough badge tattooed on me, and then they changed
Vintage
the
like
badge.
it.
So it's horribly outdated now.
Yeah. So vibrators get you arrested.
How do they get you arrested unless used in public?
Well, there's that. But also, Malaysia, Thailand, and the Maldives have just put up a ban on sex toys altogether. So people have been going on holiday, taking their toys, not knowing, and then getting arrested for it.
Heck.
Who takes the toys on holiday with them, though?
Some people do.
Ah,
Jess is
that's very
sorry,
strange.
Legs is laughing. And she's going on holiday soon, I heard.
Yes, she is.
Hopefully
not
not.
to Malaysia, though.
Don't get arrested. Porn site looking for couples to marry. Just saying. They're offering money for people to get married, and they're going to just put it live on their channel. But no funny business. They just want to see people get married. And also they're looking for proposals as well, and they're offering quite a lot of money. So for anyone out there who's listening who wants to get proposed or married, I'm not going to say the name of the channel, but look it out there, and they're looking for couples.
Right.
Would that be something you'd be interested in?
No, absolutely not. No.
All right.
What about yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
do it.
Right.
But I just need to find somebody to love first.
There's plenty of fish.
Will you marry me?
No, thank you.
That's a no from me as well, sorry.
Jim?
No, I'm already married.
Ah, there you go. But like I say, there's plenty more fish.
If anyone's
out there.
listening out there who'd like to marry me, call into the show.
Plenty of fish.
All right, I get you. You want me to marry a fish?
A cod, mainly, yeah.
Yeah.
A battered one. Or would you prefer one without batter?
Without the batter.
Right.
Because I'm not into
I'll just write
violence.
that down in my notes.
Thank you. Seal sings Star Wars.
No batter.
So grey seals are capable of singing movie themes, apparently. They've tested this.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually heard this, yeah.
And basically they can copy human sounds, including vowels.
Some
Right.
of them are really terrible, though. Some of them are really terrible.
Yeah, they're not all necessarily in tune, are they, really?
No,
but
they're
they
not very
give it a
good
good
singers.
shot, which is, you know...
When you read the headline out, I did actually picture, Seal, Kiss from a Rose, and
Yeah.
Adamski and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, singing
He
Star
started-
Wars.
he
Singing
started-
just that,
It's
doing the new Star Wars theme.
Yeah.
He started singing now. Seal has. Yeah.
After all these years, he's finally starting to sing.
When was Kiss from a Rose? About 1994, I think.
Yeah, he didn't sing that.
Oh, it wasn't him.
Oh,
No.
he did, didn't he?
Oh, no, I think what they did is they got a bellows in his mouth and pumped him up and then got dwarves to jump on his belly. And then someone pushed his throat to make the
Standard music
Yeah.
practice at the
Exactly,
time, I
yeah.
believe.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
in Batman?
Yes, it was. It was in Batman. I think it was Batman Forever. You know, that one that went on for ages.
It sounds like a threat, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah. YouTube, this is my favourite one, actually. YouTuber buys and renames town Gay Hell.
what town?
It was called something else Hell,
All right.
and he just renamed it Gay Hell. And the reason being, so a lad in America, there's a town in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's the town of Hell in Michigan.
Ah, so you
Small
just
town.
added the gay.
And he actually adds the gay, yeah. So it was a lad called Elijah Daniel. He bought the town
Yeah.
for not a lot of money. He basically messaged a load of little towns and said, "Can I be mayor?" And the one that called Hell actually replied saying yes.
Yeah, you can.
So yeah, sure. He bought it and renamed it Gay Hell, basically to troll Donald Trump.
Excuse
And he's invited Donald Trump to Gay Hell to become a resident.
The resident of Gay Hell.
Yeah.
Well, why not? It's good fun, isn't it?
And apparently it's full of gay people, surprise,
Right.
and they've actually ousted all the heterosexuals.
But are the gay people that live in Gay Hell also like devil worshippers, or in fact demons?
No, they're just gay.
They're just gay.
They're just gay. And they don't like straight people.
Welcome to Gay
with
Hell.
pitchforks,
Yeah.
they got rid of all the straight people. And just put a sign on the door saying, "Welcome to Gay Hell."
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, why not?
We should go.
You should. I
Yeah.
mean, as they say, go to Gay Hell,
Yeah.
widen the circle of your friends.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, they're all friendly.
Widen our circles there, couldn't we?
We could widen all our circles. Yeah. Man has world's largest chunk of earwax removed. It was 2.5 centimetres. Could you believe that?
What?
Ooh,
Is that long or
Long?
length
tall?
or
And the
girth?
ear canal is only 3 centimetres. So there was only 0.5 centimetres not full of wax
How did they get that out of his ear?
with a prod.
Yeah?
Yeah, but things like this always baffle me. How do they know that man had the largest lump of earwax in his ear? Because there are probably plenty of other people who aren't sad enough to go to the Guinness World Records and
Yeah,
say,
it's their problem though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the longest until someone else finds
is sad enough to
is
do
the
that.
longest.
Oh,
are
okay.
we setting
However-
a challenge?
Yeah, if anyone out there has the longest piece of earwax, please call in. Not to us, to Guinness World Records. I'll just call it to us.
can
if
let
you
us
want.
know.
we don't
Yeah.
really care that much.
But it only needs to be beaten by 0.5 centimetres, because if it's any longer, you're going to see it, isn't it? It's just going to be stuck out stuck out your ears.
Yeah,
Walking
that's
around
it.
with loads of earwax sticking out. So, man, this is a bit of a weird one. Man robs bank with banana. So this is in England, and it's a
Right.
Barclays
Of course.
bank. So he went into a bank with a banana and said, "This is a stick-up. Give me the cash."
Wow.
And he was pointing a banana at them, and they actually thought it was a gun.
Yeah.
And
How much did he get? Do you know?
1,100 not really worth the 14 months in prison he's doing.
Think of all the bananas you could buy.
Yeah, for 1,100.
But does he get to keep the money?
No, you
Oh.
have to pay it back.
What about the banana?
The banana's his.
You kept the banana, though.
Yeah,
Well,
it's in a frame.
The framed banana.
A framed banana. So yeah, Barclays Bank, apparently rather stupid.
Well, it used to happen all the time in the 70s, according to like TV and that, the Goodies and Monty Python and stuff. Always robbing banks with bananas.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah, finally someone's done it.
making a comeback.
So
Yeah.
maybe bananas are dangerous and we're just not realising.
well, they are if you eat enough of them. You can overdose on bananas, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe
Too
they
much
all had
potassium.
maybe all of them had banana intolerances.
Is it true you can smoke bananas?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'll write that down.
Cool. Domino's accidentally delivers pizza to the Queen. So this was a prank phone call, a £46 order to Buckingham Palace, and they showed up because they thought they had to, actually give the order out that was made, and they were stopped by armed police with all these pizzas, and they were like, no, we've got a genuine order for the Buckingham Palace, and they tried to walk through the main doors, where the guards and the fences are, with loads of pizza. And I think the Queen would have enjoyed.
What do you reckon the Queen likes, toppings-wise?
One does not eat Domino's pizza.
No.
What did
That's
she eat?
peasant food.
One likes cucumber sandwiches with the crusts cut off.
Maybe that's what she'd have on her pizza then.
Swan.
The crust's cut off with
Crust
cucumber on it.
And swans.
And crusts on
Yeah,
pizza.
she's the only woman allowed to eat swans, isn't she? So
Oh, she could have a
she'd have
swan
a
pizza.
Swan pizza.
Yeah.
Leave the feathers on, would you?
And the beaks.
Yeah. The bill, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morgan Fantastic News.
That was your news.
It was, wasn't
It
it?
was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're here for me.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
the
'cause we
fire
mentioned
brigade
it. They're here for me.
transport.
oh, was it the fire brigade? I
Yeah.
thought it was the police because we mentioned the bananas. Jeez Louise.
It's alright, they've gone.
They've gone now. We can relax.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed that.
Did
I
you?
really did, yeah.
I never know.
What if anyone's going to enjoy the news?
Yeah, because sometimes you say you enjoy it, but internally you despise it.
Well, I'll make eye contact with you and tell you.
Go
I
on then.
really enjoyed that.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you. Your eyes suggest otherwise. And you've got a twitch. But now you give me a smile.
happy, yeah, we go. We're alright.
We're alright here, are we?
We're alright on the
We're
Daft Hour,
alright here on the Daft Hour.
which is what you're listening to.
Right, now, I'm going to go to Unusual Animal Friends before we move on.
Right. Okay, so.
So, this is a true story I found on the interweb. Okay?
Yeah.
There was a little girl named Sophie who was having tea with her mother in the kitchen.
Right.
Soon they were joined by a tiger who drank their tea, ate all their food, and drank water from the taps. The following day, her mother goes out to buy more food, including a big tin of tiger food, but the tiger never returned. And that's Unusual Animal Friends.
Right, hold on.
Well, that was rather rude, wasn't it?
Start-
of
The tiger, it was
Yeah,
very
very
rude.
rude.
Start from the beginning. What happened?
Do you want me to just repeat the story?
Just repeat the story, yeah.
So there was a girl called Sophie.
Do
who
it
was
with a
having-
little bit more flair this time, though.
There was a little girl
Yeah.
called Sophie,
Right.
who was having tea with her mother in the kitchen.
No.
Soon they were joined by a tiger who drank the tea, ate all the food, and drank water from the taps.
Where did the tiger come from?
The garden.
All right. So it was a garden tiger.
The tiger garden.
Right.
And the following day, they actually went to buy food for the tiger, but the tiger never returned.
So that would be your first thought. Let's go and buy this tiger some food. If it just walked into your kitchen and started eating all your stuff.
Also, where'd you get tiger food from?
Exactly. Do you get it like tin? Like Frosties, maybe? That's not for tigers.
No. They are
It's
great,
just
though.
endorsed by a
By a
tiger.
tiger,
yeah,
not
it's
for a
endorsed
tiger.
by a tiger. But apparently, yeah, they're great, aren't they? So what do tigers eat? I'm going to Google it.
Humans?
Excuse me.
Peanuts.
Little girls.
Peanuts. Little
Peanuts.
girls.
Peanuts, little girl. What kind of food do tigers eat? Right.
It's something tinned, anyway.
Yeah. Moose. Tinned moose. So
Tinned
they're like
moose.
moose. Like chocolate mousse.
Like chocolate mousse.
Deer. Pigs, cows, buffaloes and goats.
Right?
There
So
you go.
some...
So large-bodied
Who
prey.
hasn't had a tin of goat recently?
Yeah.
It's just, does it come in like the tins where it's a bit jellied, like peck?
Yeah.
You know, like tinned pork?
Tinned peck.
And you just sort of splat it out onto the
Maybe.
plate.
But either way, they didn't return, so they were just left with loads of tins of tiger food.
They just got loads of peck.
They got loads of peck.
So hold on a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
I think I figured this out right. If tigers eat moose, deer, pigs, cows, buffaloes and goats,
Yeah.
that must have been what the woman brought back to the
In
house.
tins.
What, all of it.
She brought like moose, deer, pigs, cows,
In
goats,
tins?
all that.
Well, basically a sausage, isn't it?
So she started her own little,
Yes,
she started her own little zoo.
Hang on,
Of
I'm a,
tinned
bit,
animals.
I'm a bit bothered. I'm a bit bothered by the fact
I'm a bit bothered.
that we've decided that it's in a tin.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It
Well,
might have just been
you
the
didn't
animals
decide
as
it.
was.
It's in my story. It was in a
This
tin.
is
Oh, yeah,
the
there it
height
is,
of
look.
capitalism.
It says big tin of tiger food.
I'm confused by
But
this.
this story clearly didn't even happen.
This didn't
so-
happen. This is rubbish, isn't
It's
it?
a true story.
This is buffalo muck.
There was actually a novel written
Can we
about
have a
it.
reference, please?
Yeah, it's from the book Tiger That Came to Tea. You know, the famous children's novel.
Oh yeah, and that's
the reference.
that's the
It was
reference.
autobiographical, was it?
Yeah, it was a true story.
Right, all right, I believe it.
Okay.
Thanks.
I believe it.
You're listening to the Daft Hour, where soup is queen.
Yeah, you are. So, Jim,
Yes.
you're a guest.
And
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do,
What are you
on
gonna
this
do?
as a guest?
I'll sit here and occasionally interject with a comment of some sort.
That's exactly what you're here for. But first, we'd like to introduce you to our listeners with a little set that you did. Would you like to describe your type of comedy before I play it, Jim?
I tell rude jokes, basically.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing offensive or anything, just rude, dirty jokes. So,
Have you got a joke you could tell now that isn't rude?
I don't know. What
Put on the spot a bit there.
Get your hand on the switch there, and then let's see if. In fact, I've got me horn here.
do you want the Grandad's Ghost one? Is that suitable for? Or not? That's a,
Give it a try.
Yeah, go on.
yeah. Okay.
Why not?
So, who here believes in ghosts, and who doesn't? Right. Okay.
Mixed.
Elvis. This is for you all. Try and change your mind. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Because as a child, I was haunted by the ghost of my granddad.
All right.
Every night, he would materialise in my bedroom,
Yeah.
moaning and groaning,
Yeah.
and in the morning I'd wake up covered in ectoplasm.
Right.
Now, the really spooky thing is, he's still alive. Explain that one, science.
Wow.
I think we have converted him.
How interesting.
Because
What
you've
an
got no,
interesting story.
you've got no.
I'm pretty
way
sure
to
that's
explain
the
that one.
synopsis for the new Ghostbusters film.
It could well be.
Yeah.
I did write into Ghostbusters when I was younger, and said, "Can I be a Ghostbuster?"
I wanted
Surprisingly,
to
I got no reply.
didn't
Well,
believe
maybe
it.
you did through your granddad.
Believe it or not, myself and my sister wrote to none other than Jimmy Savile
Yes, I did too.
Did you get a
to ask
response?
if we could be in the next Ghostbusters film. No, he didn't get a response. No.
I got a letter back saying not known at this address because I was an ugly child.
Yeah.
It's not his type
No,
for the show.
Hey, but at least you're not as ugly as Morgan Fantastic
no,
Or as
that's
stupid.
or as stupid.
True. No.
Today's insults are sponsored by Bambi Rashid.
Is this continuing for the whole show?
Yeah, just in and out. We'll just drop some in and out.
All right. Just when
Not cottage,
just
like
when I'm
that-
starting to smile a little bit.
Just when we
you're
see
gonna
a
like,
little,
actually,
a little
we're
bit
gonna
of
knock him a bit
sunshine, a
more.
little bit of sunshine on your face.
Let's knock
there.
his confidence.
Knock him down.
Kick him in.
Knock him down a few pegs.
So, Jim, I'm going to play a little bit of your set.
Yeah.
That's followed by his song of choice. I
It
believe.
is, which is The Who's Baba O'Reilly, which is a great song. Well done.
It is.
Well done on your taste of music.
Thank you, Captain.
Yes, congratulations.
So, we're going to play a set, you're going to listen to a bit of Jim, and then we're going to go into the song, and then we're going to come back. And we'll talk about what we just listened
We
to.
might even have a dance.
I tell you what. And apparently we're on Facebook Live, so if you want to watch said dance, do that.
Yeah. Bye.
There's never an excuse to see someone's foot in this day and age. We have moved on 2,000 years since the age of the sandal. 2,000 years. If Jesus had Nike Air Max, maybe they wouldn't have caught him. I don't even like looking at my own feet, let alone anyone else's. I can't wait for the day the diabetes eats them away. Oh, but Jim, wearing sandals in the summer let your feet breathe. And? Who the f*** wants to breathe the same air as your sweaty feet? If your foot looks like a child's drawing of a hand, cover it over.
Oh, hello there, we're back now.
That was Baba O'Reilly,
That was Baba O'Reilly, that was. What a great time we're having here on CVFM on the Daft Hour.
We are. We've had quite a few social interactions. I'm going to...
You, social interactions, I doubt
that. Mark Phillips says, Jimmy! Don't know what that means, but hello.
Thanks, Mark.
Nazreen says hi. Hi, Nazreen. Loves CVFM and lol fiddle.
Lol fiddle.
Yeah. Someone's put, he doesn't eat fish. That's for Ray. The tiger that came to tea.
Yeah.
I can't read that one, Gareth. I'm sorry, it swears. Also, someone's put, we love you, Morgan. Genuinely, I'm not lying. It says it there.
Well,
we love you, Morgan. Thank you,
Did you write
Gareth, my mother. And also, we've had a request. If I can find it, bear with. Right.
Just to stop the show.
Yeah. Request. Can I request an impression from Morgan Sylvester Stallone working in a bank?
In a bank, yeah.
Right. So.
Okay. If you haven't heard the Daft Hour before, Morgan Fantastic has been enlightening us with his impressions. We've had the likes of De Niro.
Yep. That's a go-to, really, isn't it?
De Niro as well, you did. You did Robert De Niro.
I did.
What else have you got for us?
Didn't I do Mickey Mouse as
Mickey
Robert
Mouse,
De Niro?
That's correct, yep. So the request is Sylvester Stallone working in a bank.
Yeah.
So
can you be the customer?
Absolutely.
And I'll be the banker.
Okay, here we go then.
Right.
Give us all the money, I've got a banana. Actually, that was quite good.
Thanks.
Actually, do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry. Give us all your money. Give us all your money. I've got a banana. Say Adrian. Yeah, all right.
Any other words you want me to say?
Sounds a bit like Robert De Niro, actually.
I could have been a bank worker.
No.
That's brilliant, my impressions. Look, a lot of love coming through here for impressions. If you want to hear an impression from Morgan Fantastic, any form of request, you can message us on the page that people are watching live.
I'm watching.
Bring more in. Don't watch us on the show that you're supposed to be doing.
There's a delay, so I can catch up.
So, Jim, hiya.
Hello.
We didn't see, we listened to some of your stand-up there.
Yes, and may I say it was quite difficult to find a piece that wasn't littered with language.
And cow noises.
Yes, I do apologise for
But great stuff, I've seen you perform before.
And we also were quite surprised that halfly through your gig you just burst out into Baba O'Reilly.
Yeah, that's great
something that I like to do. Normally it's
quite impressive.
Yeah, you sound like him.
Of Mandy by Barry Manilow, but I changed the lyrics.
Right.
To sing about my dog, that's another part of the act that I do.
Cool. Can you repeat that here or not?
Oh, yeah. It's, it's perfectly clean. Oh, Mr. That's just the dog's name. Right?
Mr.
He is called Mr. I'm just being awfully formal. Oh, Mr. You came and you gave and you snuffled and you love your daddy. Oh, Mr. You're the smallest, fattest man in the whole world. And Daddy loves you, oh Mister. There you go.
Oh, could you give that a round of applause for the song that Jim sings to his dog?
I do.
On a regular basis.
On a regular basis, yeah.
That was lovely.
So you've got some gigs coming up soon?
I have, yes.
Where do you know where and when? And how?
Various places around the country. I'm on Friday. I'm at the Southern Cross for Laughing Pug. supporting the great Cal Gillespie there. Matty Laughing Pug gigs, they're brilliant. He always puts a good gig on there. And I'm supporting Gary Delaney on Tuesday at Peterborough for Pairface Comedy. I'm looking forward to that one. And then I'm headlining in Dewsbury on the Thursday.
Lovely.
And in Wakefield the following Friday.
Smashing.
And then Leeds the week after that.
You get about.
Yeah.
Globetrotter.
I know.
Wow.
So is it going well, comedy at the moment?
It is.
Are you enjoying it? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's going well. I haven't died for a while. Put it that way.
Or in general.
Or in general. Yeah.
Awful when you have to be resuscitated
I know,
on
it's
stage.
always a
you know.
bonus, isn't it?
Yes. I'm a heavy set fellow, so it is at risk.
High risk act.
That's all part of the fun, though, isn't it?
It is. You never know whether you're going to come back out again. But yeah, I haven't died since February, touch wood. So, you know, that's a long time in comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going well.
Good.
Well, I've seen you perform live, and I like you very much. I think you're very good.
I've
seen
seen
you
it.
If you haven't seen Jim perform, and comedy as well, I would recommend it, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're on the same set together on Friday.
We are.
Well,
It's not you.
it's
is
not
it?
me.
It's
Your mate, though.
It's my cousin.
Oh, that's your cousin, is it? Herbert.
Today, this week, yeah.
Right.
It's my cousin. Herbert
Right.
Italian.
Herbert Italian.
But yeah, we're playing it. They are playing the same set. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up, isn't
It's
it?
hard to differentiate, isn't it,
Yeah.
between you and Herbert?
To pretend
You're very similar,
we are.
and you're always at his gigs.
I'm just a big fan.
Why are you
And
so
it's,
obsessed with him?
it's weird because when
Because
Herbert's
he's my lover.
when Herbert's on stage, Morgan.
Oh yeah, I said he was my cousin and now he's my lover. Oh.
Well,
The banjos.
yeah. When Morgan.
It's perfectly acceptable in the south of America.
Yes, in gay hell probably. Yeah, well, I was going to say when Herbert's performing on stage, Morgan always goes missing. He's not in the audience.
I like to watch from a safe space.
Ah, I see, like in the wings or
Yeah.
up high from a wire.
Just hanging down.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
another message from
My
Darby
bad.
Costello. Hello. You may know him from the Daft Hour from years past.
2014, I believe.
Yeah. What's his name? It's
Dylan Cromwell.
Dylan Cromwell. That's
Yeah.
it. From the early days. So hello, Dylan. Nice to hear from you. And he says, congrats to Legs on her degree results. Love from Captain Virtue Signaller.
Oh,
Oh,
you're gonna
yes,
have to
I
you're gonna have to play Cliff Richard then, aren't you?
I will, yeah. Do you want me?
Yeah.
I'll do a little bit for you just for now while we sit down. Congratulations and celebrations. You passed your uni degree with I can't remember, but it was good. 2-1.
Yeah.
Well done, Lex Calzone, from all of us here at the Daft Hour, and thanks for reminding us, Dylan Cromwell or Darby Costello, who's
Dylan Cromwell let me down.
never ever. Thank you very much. We're having a great time here now.
And while we're also celebrating, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Lindsay Marriott.
Yes.
It's her birthday today, and that's why her other half is not here today. I'm not that happy about him at the moment because he's insulted me, but Lindsay, I hope you have a lovely evening. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lindsay.
Happy birthday, Lindsay.
That's enough of that.
So while we're on the subject, we've brought up Bambi.
Congratulations.
We've brought up Bambi Rashid again, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to insult you if that's all right.
Go on then.
You, Morgan Fantastic, have diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the ideas.
Funnily enough, I did have diarrhea today.
Did you?
Yeah. Not of ideas, of the poop.
It's always poo with you, isn't it?
It is. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go and listen to our previous show
Yes.
last week.
I mean, I know you can listen to us here on CVFM, and if you're on Facebook, you can see us on the cameras there.
I was wondering where you're looking. I didn't realise the camera there.
But you can't smell it, can you? It stinks in here.
Smells of poop.
And I think that's partially Jim as well, because he was a little bit nervous, weren't you?
He was.
I was intimidated by some of the insults you were handing out to Morgan. To be
Yeah.
honest, I didn't
Are
want
you not
be-
going to join in?
Well, yeah, I could join in.
Go on, throw one.
Morgan, your face looks like it was sculpted by that woman who made Lionel Richie's in Hello.
Right, and just
Morgan,
you got one.
I've been wanting to ask you a question. I've been wondering how you got here because did someone leave your cage open?
Yeah, if we wanted a little bitch, we'd have brought a small dog.
Yes. I mean, that's a bit too far, Herod.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick reminder,
That
though,
was
that the
just
insults today are sponsored by Bambi Machine. Right, we'll move on now. No more
I was
insults.
just about to get happy again. So, Jim,
Yes.
is there what other stuff have you done in your career? Like, I know you've done comedy, but you've done a bit of, like, filmed stuff as well, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Me and Elvis made a web series together.
Oh, we did,
a
yes.
long time ago.
Called
2012, wasn't it?
Middleton.
Yes,
Ah, yes,
Middleton.
I remember that. You were the mayor, weren't you?
I was, yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Is that still available to watch?
It is.
It's
yeah,
on
all on
YouTube, isn't it?
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it, do you know where? Or was it just,
Middle-
if you just
type
search
type
Middleton?
in Middleton series, all one word, and it comes up.
Yeah, it was a comedy series, that. Yeah, check that out on YouTube.
But yeah,
Now-
I used to be a teacher.
Yes, turn this show off.
Turn it off now.
Go and watch
Go and watch that. Say again.
I used to be a teacher. I was waiting for you to settle down. So that's how you
Sorry.
can tell.
Very irate today. You used to be a teacher?
I did, yes.
Ah. What happened?
I didn't like kids very much.
Feelings mutual.
Yeah, I used to be a lecturer at Stockton Riverside College teaching TV and film production.
You know, can I just pause you there?
Yeah.
I thought you said Electra as in the Greek goddess. I was just picturing Valkyrie costume. Oh!
Oddly enough, you did dress like that,
That's
didn't you?
just my weekend gear.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I moved up to Newcastle and I worked as a supply teacher in secondary school.
That's the worst, isn't it?
It is the worst. That was horrific.
Yeah, I used to do that many moons ago, and it's the drizzling poops.
Yeah, I never once worked as a media teacher, which is what my training was
I know.
in.
You end up teaching, like, year 11 biology.
Yeah, and, just maths and science and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff that I had no interest in or, knew anything about, really, so I
Did
gave
you
it
do
up.
the whole, when you're teaching a subject that you don't have a clue about, and a kid asks you a question, you go, I'll be right back, and then you just quickly go and Google the answer, and then go back and pretend that you actually know what you're talking about?
Well, a time that springs to mind is when I was teaching German. And I walked in and sat down and said, right, okay, this is what you need to do. And one of the kids said, sir, can you speak German? And I went, 9. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Did you leave after that?
No, I just sat there in silence. and just
Don't speak a
just
word.
let them get on with it.
Yeah? That's the
You went
best.
and invaded Poland after that, didn't you? Do you have any funny stories about your teaching days?
None that I can relate on here.
Could you do it in a way whereby you just tell us the bits that you're allowed to say live on air and then cut all the bits that are wrong?
Self-editing? Self-censorship?
Yes, censor yourself.
I'll
Do your own count.
Censor yourself, Jim, man.
Censor myself. Yeah, there was one time I turned up to class and I was teaching sex education for year 7s, their very first lesson
Oh, bad luck.
on the subject.
Oh.
And it was
Did you have to do the banana?
No, there was a class of 40
Stick 'em up.
really excited year 7s, and some of the questions they were coming out with were just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, what would happen if you were born back to front? And you had a
What would happen?
Well,
You'd
it
look like
wouldn't
Morgan.
happen. It's never happened yet, as far as I know. What would happen if you had your bottom on the front and the other bits at the back?
What would
of it?
happen?
What would happen? I don't know. It's yet to happen.
Does it mean that it won't?
But sir, what would happen if it happened?
You should have just told them. What would happen?
What would happen?
Yeah, should have.
Answer, Morgan. Answer.
What would happen if your bum was on your front?
And your bits were at the back.
That you just have to do it the other way around, wouldn't you? You just have to sit on your front and bang on the back.
What a lovely image.
Well, whatever goats your float. So, you're listening to the Daft
Hour.
Yeah. So, legs, calzone.
Yes.
you're here,
I am.
and I feel like we should get to know you a bit better as well. Because you're not always here, are you?
No, I've never been here before, and I might never be here again.
You're always welcome back.
You are.
Well, okay then.
We've decided live on the air. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling quite good today. I don't want to brag because I've had my results today.
Yeah, some good results.
It's quite good. Yeah.
So what were you actually studying?
I was studying psychology and counselling.
Oh, that's a real course. I'm a little bit disappointed.
I know.
Did you know you can study like weird things these days, like David Beckham studies?
Yeah, or Klingon.
Klingon, Elvish.
You know, me and my friend Daisy were actually thinking, because they actually do a course at Switzerland University in Klingon, and to avoid getting a real job and being real grown-ups in the world, we were going to go to Switzerland and do a degree in Klingon. That's actually completely true.
As soon as you said Switzerland again, I was thinking, euthanasia.
Yeah, and then we could just go and get euthanized if we're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
That seems like a stretch.
That sounds like one of those headlines on one of those awful like women's magazines or TV magazines. Doesn't it?
In my news.
In your news.
yeah, we've finished.
I despised my Klingon course, so I went and got euthanized.
The woman gets aboard a Klingon. Yeah.
I had my baby back to front.
I was too busy banging on the back. So, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you've done well for yourself.
I'm glad I've done well.
Yeah, but all it means now is you've got to use that and be
excellent.
Be excellent and be a psychologist. Or
Yeah, one day you could have your own radio show.
Yep.
Really?
Aspire to be like us.
Oh.
You could be like Dr. Fraser Crane, telling people that, you know.
What did you do for a degree?
I can't remember.
Right. What grade did you get?
I do remember. It was performance and arts management. That was arts, ARTS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did?
They sent me to gay hell.
I did the exact same course. What grade did you get?
I can't remember. Two, I think.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that automatically makes me better than
100%.
both of you.
100%. And do you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
suppose it does.
I stand by this. I think we should have got a better grade because we were the only ones who put on our own show that we wrote.
We did.
Right? Everyone else just performed something else, right? But the problem is we slagged off the course on stage and the teacher was in front of us and we got terrible marks.
We performed that at Middlesbrough Little Theatre, didn't we? Our little bit. Oh, was that the HND? That was the HND.
That was the HND. No, we performed it at Middlesbrough, the Hazel Pearson Theatre at Middlesbrough College.
Middlesbrough College.
The first time we did it.
I can't remember. I honestly had my
I had a
memory's
bald
really
head.
bad.
Do you remember?
Were you bald? Oh, you were bald,
I
weren't
was
you?
bald, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And it's
yeah.
really bad. I was bald at the time. And you know when people just don't suit bald?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people suit it. Some people don't. I didn't. And at the time I was working in a restaurant and people genuinely thought I was ill and I was making a killing in tips.
I was going to ask, like, why were you bald? Were you not very well? Or what?
No, it was for another show where the director asked me to look grotesque and he asked me, just knew that I'd look grotesque bald apparently. So he asked me to shave my head and I did for that role and it just happened to be the same time we were doing our show. But swings and roundabout, I made a load of money.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's more commitment than I've shown. I was in a play a couple of years back, and the director wanted me to shave like a monk's spot on the top of my head, and I just said, no.
I did do that for a show once.
Yeah.
Well, it was similar. I'd shaved all the top of my head bald and kept the hair on the sides, except one single strand in the middle that I spiked up. And I was only in one scene.
That's commitment, though.
I wore a fez at the beginning of the scene, and I took the fez off. I was a witch doctor. It was in a Shakespeare thing.
Yeah.
Comedy of Errors, I think. There was he's like an exorcist called Dr. Pinch, and I came on for some reason chanting the word daffodils over and over again. Daffodils, 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 and then I took my fez off to reveal this kind of bald head with this spiky bit in the middle, and the whole cast cracked up. It was great. Yeah, so
definitely more commitment than
ruined it.
For
ruined it for everyone, really.
A couple more people have wrote in. We've got Leon Brown who says, I can always smell Elvis Herod. He has a distinctive scent. Darby Costello said, is that when you turned into a Geordie? I think that's in reference to when you were talking about Newcastle. I think. And then he also said Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson.
Just Boris Johnson.
Yeah, I'd like to say that as well, if that's all right.
Yeah, go on then.
Boris Johnson.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Boris Johnson.
Very good.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah. Horace Bonson.
Oh, Jamie, that's the wrong way around. You spoonerised it.
I can do a good Boris Johnson.
Can you?
Yeah, give me a scenario.
Okay, you're about to become the PM.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. Actually, that's the best impression you've ever done.
I told you I'm getting
That's
better.
brilliant, yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.
I tell you what, I've never had a clap for an impression before, apart from the times where I've gigged impressions. Because I said that I was really good in Two with the World, didn't I? And I've just covered my own lie. I'm going to play a track.
Yes, you are, I know. I know you are.
It's just new.
I know you are.
I know.
It's
Go on,
that
play
time,
then.
isn't
Go
it?
on,
All
go on,
right.
go on, do it.
You're listening to the Daft Hour.
Good afternoon, Ronnie. Veterinarian speaking. How can I help?
Hello, my name's Mr. Windsor. I'm calling on behalf of my poodle, Jonathan. I just wanted some advice, really.
Right.
I didn't know whether I should bring him in or not.
Okay, what's the problem?
He's basically, how to put it, he's been excreting all over the carpet.
Right.
Quite a lot. It's not really diarrhea-y. It's, the stools are massive.
Right.
And he's sort of just rolling about and being a bit strange.
So
think, is the earliest recording of the human voice, made on a device which scratched sound waves onto paper blackened by smoke. It was made in 1860, 17 years before Thomas Edison first demonstrated the gramophone, and featured an excerpt from a French song, Au clair de la lune. The award-winning screenwriter Abbie Mann has died at the age of 80. He won an Academy Award in 1961 for Judgment at Nuremberg. Abbie Mann also won several Emmys, including one in 1973 for a film which featured a police detective called the character on whom a long-running TV series was eventually based.
It's 10 minutes past 8.
Hiya, it's Dave again. So last week I lost my dog. Found that. Cheers. But this week I've lost my slippers. So yeah, like last week, if you find them, will you bring them back to the studio? The bright blue, floppy ears, tail. And, cheers lads, bye!
And that was a message from our sponsor, Dave Nurmak.
Right, we're back.
Yeah. I just have to say Sexual Panama, because that's a request from Owen Hems. Thank you, Owen, for that request.
Well, he's just said the word.
Sexual Panama.
He just wanted you to say that. Oh,
yeah.
Right,
and we might say that again on next week's show.
Just a quick one. Leon Brown says, what's the strangest thing you've ever done on stage?
The strangest thing I've ever done on stage.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
That's a strange one. I don't know, to be honest. I've done many strange things. Probably the strangest thing would be my very first gig, and I shook uncontrollably on stage and took grip of the microphone stand to steady myself and ended up rocking it violently backwards and forwards throughout my set. Yeah.
Kind of like an Elvis having a fit.
Yeah, it was just like...
What's the strangest thing you've done on stage?
Oh, God. I have no idea. I know one of the funniest things I've ever seen on stage.
Go on.
It was you.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What bit?
You remember when we did our Edinburgh show? We did.
Which one? Right, I know where you're going.
The Dead Dude Routine.
Yeah.
And as part of the show, you went on and did a bit.
It was a song, wasn't it?
I think it was. Oh yeah, yes. But you didn't do it as a song. You did it as a poem. You read it out. It was chopped tomatoes.
Changed that. Originally, it was a song,
and then it became a poem.
It changed to poem because it wasn't working as a song.
We didn't have a. Yes, it was hard to. It was hard to perform live.
It just wasn't working.
So Morgan said, "This is not the first night we did it or whatever." He said, "This is not working. I need to do something different." We were all backstage scratching our chins, and I said, "Just do it lying down instead."
Not lying and rolling around.
Rolling about, yeah. Just roll about on the floor and do your poem. And I went, can I just say that
very naively went, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
I'll do that, yeah.
That'll work."
The part of the poem I remember was, "Chopped tomatoes is my life. Chopped tomatoes is my wife."
It's just rolling around.
Rolling about on the floor,
and no one laughed.
How did it go? Yeah.
All I could hear was at the background, Elvis good.
They all think that I said it because I knew it was going to be a disaster. I didn't know. No. I just thought, give it a try.
Yeah.
And now you know.
The weirdest thing apart from that, the weirdest thing I've done on stage is I was in a play, and I was playing a transsexual woman, and I was wearing a dress, and I realised I'd put my very loose boxers on.
Oh dear.
And I sat down as a bloke thinking it would be funny just to sit with my legs open, didn't realise my meat and two veg were out, and everyone on the front row, not the back obviously, everyone on the front row had a lovely sight, and I was like, why are they laughing? Because it wasn't a particularly funny moment. And I was like, something's wrong anyway. I looked down, noticed it was out, and at that point just thought, well, screw it, We've
Yeah.
seen it now.
Well, yeah.
I'll just keep him out for...
I may as well just hitch it right the way
Yeah,
up.
in fact...
Roll about on
I
the floor.
fiddled with it.
It's a moment where you could have done with your bits reversed, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then at least
But then
they'd have only seen a bottom.
They would only see the bottom. Yeah. So that's probably the weirdest thing. But thanks for that question, Leon. That was a good question. That.
Yeah.
Legs, you wanted to do something, didn't you?
Yes, I'd like to share with you all my favourite joke in the world.
Yes. Awesome.
Does anybody here know why elephants sometimes like to paint the bottom of their feet yellow?
Why do elephants sometimes like to paint the bottom of their feet yellow?
Excuse me, you've heard this joke. I'd like participation.
Oh, sorry. I don't
I'll
know. Why do they paint the bottom of their feet yellow?
Why do they?
Elephants sometimes paint the bottom of their feet yellow. So, if they want to, they can hide upside down in custard. Thank you.
Right.
And that was my favourite joke.
And next week, on Legs' favourite joke, we'll have another joke. And also you had a story for us, I believe.
Yeah, I do have a story for you, actually. This was from my recent trip.
Right.
I basically went on a famous composing tour. You know, all the great composers like Beethoven and Chopin and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And we were touring Beethoven's house and the grounds, and they're very lovely, by the way. And did you know he's actually buried in his back garden?
Is he?
He's buried in the grounds. of
Like
his house.
Beethoven the dog?
Yeah, very, very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Good likeness. Anyway, so the tour guide was actually taking us to Beethoven's actual grave in the grounds of his house. And I was bothered. I wasn't feeling right. There was weird sound.
Okay.
And so I asked her, this is really killing my mood. What's that sound? And she just gestured to the grave and she said, "Oh, it's just Beethoven. He's decomposing."
Should have seen where that was going, and I didn't.
Thank you, everyone.
That's more filming. That was Legs Calzone, everyone. Which is a brilliant name in general.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
I've got nothing to say.
Well, don't then.
I won't. Watch me.
So now we've got a segment called... Ooh, I like that.
Of the week.
Or potentially it could be...
Dislike of the week.
This is a segment where basically you have a like or a dislike of the week. You choose, and then we'll have a vote at the end to see if the likes or dislikes would win. Who would like to start? I'm going to throw it over to Elvis Herod.
Good morning. I have a like again because I feel like it's necessary to do likes rather than dislikes because it spreads joy. And my like of the week is the film Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Is it?
Yeah, because I watched it the other day and I really like it. And I watched it with Legs Calzone here.
Yeah.
And
did Legs like it?
She laughed at the effects.
What? I think the effects are still good.
They still do hold up, but there were some that were
But they were good at the time.
They were very good at the time. They were very good at the time. But not well. They still are now, but not so much. It's been bettered, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, the likes of Lord of the Rings and such. So I do like the film. I think it's great. It's very entertaining. I've not much more to say about it other than that, unless anyone else would like to discuss it with me.
No.
Do you like Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
I do.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Jim McMaster loves Terminator 2 Judgment Day as well.
I went to the pictures to see it.
Did you?
I was actually old enough to go.
Yeah, back in 1991.
Yeah,
was it? Something
If you loved it that much, you'd know the date.
I think
Precise.
it's 1991.
Okay.
I'm going to watch it now.
Do it.
I will.
How rude.
I'm going to watch it.
Legs Calzone, what do you have?
I don't think I should disclose that on the radio.
Do you have a like or a dislike of the week?
We're on Facebook Live as well. They'll be able to see it around your mouth.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, you cheeky devil.
I think we should move on to Jim while I think of a like.
Okay,
or a
Jim,
dislike.
do you have anything, Jim?
Yeah. Yes, I've got various.
Show the
things.
guests something.
Hello. my like of the week would
What's
be
it like?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes!
Oh, brilliant.
Love that show.
It's fantastic.
I've
Who's your
just-
favourite?
Charlie, without a shadow of a
I'll
doubt.
go Frank.
Frank. I mean, the two halves, aren't they?
They're the same pair, aren't
Yeah. I've just finished watching the whole lot again. That's
From the beginning?
Yeah, that's about the 6th time I've seen them all.
Wow.
And they just hold up every single time. I never get bored watching
Yeah.
it. And it always makes me laugh every single
It's a
episode.
fantastic show. As fans of comedy, I highly recommend it. It's brilliant. You can find it on Netflix, I
Yeah,
believe.
the whole lot's on Netflix, and there's a new series coming out in September.
Is there?
There is.
Oh,
September
well.
25th.
Colour me interested.
Yeah.
Legs, have you had time to think?
I have, and I've decided that I really don't like wasps this week.
Yep.
Do you like them any other week?
No, not really, but I particularly don't like them this week. Because
Why
I was
particularly this week?
I was out in the garden earlier.
Legs, Calzone, just try and carry on without Elvis Herod distracting you by watching Terminator 2 in the background.
Yes, Elvis Herod is watching Terminator 2 in the background.
Which we may get done for copyright. And I probably won't be able to edit this out. Which is more work for me, thank you very much.
Linda Hamilton.
Well, the reason I don't like wasps, particularly this week, particularly this day, is because I was in the garden earlier.
Yeah.
And with Elvis Herod, actually.
Yeah, I was there.
And he was cutting some willow tree back.
Certainly was, yeah.
And a spider landed on me. And I wasn't happy about that. But then, to rub salt in my wounds, to push my nose in the pile of fresh feces that was on the floor, a wasp decided...
To have a go as well.
Ooh,
Come here,
all
you.
up in my face. Ooh. Just after I'd got over this
Do you
spider
think?
trying to crawl
But do you
down
think
me.
that he was just trying to be friendly? So, oh, she's got a spider on her. She likes insects, and she goes, "I'll have a bit of that as well." And then she thought you were going to be accepting because you were accepting of the spider.
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me, Morgan. Fantastic.
Well, I'm no wasp.
Well, spiders aren't insects either.
I know.
I know you've made a fool of yourself.
I've made a fool of myself.
Foolish.
Live on the air. Yeah, my like of the week, I've gone with a like.
Oh, excellent.
Is alcohol.
Even better.
Yeah, so I think I will.
Do you have a particular favourite?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, which bit?
All.
Every last drop.
In my veins and around my eyes.
I thought you were going to say something else then. Do you not have a favourite alcohol then? Like,
Yeah, I prefer...
Are you partial to whiskey?
I like the Jack Daniels.
Oh, the JD, yes.
Yeah.
Other whiskies are available.
Other whiskies are available, but not in my mouth.
Vodka?
No, vodka sends me loopy. The last time I drank vodka, I was crawling naked down a flight of stairs.
Well, if you're crawling
in a
naked
car
down,
park.
if you're crawling naked down a flight of stairs in a car park, I wouldn't recommend you drink vodka.
I drank the vodka previously.
Yeah, I know. I was just
that
messing
led
about.
to that. Half an hour blanked out, and the last time I recall, when I came to,
Yeah.
I was still naked, but on a bike.
Naked on a bike.
Yeah, I don't know where the bike came from, but I was also riding around a car park. Indoors.
No
Indoor
vodka for
combat.
you. Okay, lagers and beers.
Yeah, I don't mind them, but they do make me a bit gassy.
Yeah.
So a few I can deal with. But just alcohol in general, I just think it brings the best out in me.
Does
It
alcohol
makes me
ever
a bit-
affect your irritable Duncan syndrome?
Yeah, it's dreadful for it. In fact, it's probably the worst thing I could do.
Yeah.
But I like... It's not the feeling afterwards, it's the feeling whilst. Whilst I'm on top of the world.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I'm dead.
Yeah. So do you get terrible hangovers as well with this?
Oh, 5 days worth.
Yeah, really bad ones.
Yeah.
Want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
Sort of hangovers.
Go to Switzerland.
Go to Switzerland, get euthanized.
Yeah. But the key is just to keep drinking.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
And you'll just feel top of the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that once. I'm not good out for that.
I know someone who tried that as well.
Was
dead,
it you?
Dead now. Yeah. It's not very good, is it?
No.
So is that a like or a dislike? I forgot.
It was a like.
Oh, so you like it?
I like how fuzzy and happy it makes me.
Yeah. But you've got to find the level, is that what it is? Or do you just got to keep drinking?
Just keep drinking.
Just be an alcoholic?
To your heart's content.
Right. To your liver's content, even.
To your arse's content. So, yeah. What wins?
Wait, what did we have? Terminator, like. Wasps, don't like. Yours was What was yours?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like.
Yeah.
So we got, and yours was alcohol like. So does the likes get it?
Technically, does likes get it just out of 3-1?
Well, I would vote wasps. Because I really don't like wasps.
I'm going to go with wasps as well.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because once I got stung by one and I turned into John Merrick, the Elephant Man.
Ah, yeah. Whose name was actually Joseph, not John. Why
Was it?
Why do they call him John? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
they
maybe he
changed
liked it
for
better.
the-
You don't know him.
Oh, I didn't know him, no.
Maybe he was going incognito that day. No, change of name.
Just had funny glasses on, a
No,
moustache.
apparently though, John Merrick actually had a fully formed pair of testicles. Trouble was they were on his face. That was a David Baddiel joke as well, by the way. So,
Dislike of the week.
the dislikes get it.
They did. They did. I must admit, I don't like wasps.
No.
They're all right.
Horrible.
I'm not sure we can be friends with anyone that does like wasps because I'm
If
not
you're
sure.
out there and you like wasps, shame on you.
Or drop us a line and tell us why.
Oh, actually, yeah. Can someone ring? We had a couple of callers actually in the last few weeks, but we've had none today. That's 01642 688 104. You can talk about wasps if you like. You can ask me for something, and I'll do it.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you fancy.
Yeah, whatever you fancy.
On the Daft Hour.
Here on CVFM.
Proper daft. So, I'm doing the thinking, you know, where you think what's next. And what was that? Ian McKellen?
Ian McKellen.
That's our thinking noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
What time are we on?
It's nearly 8:30.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play another song.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back and we're going to do...
Yeah.
What would you do?
All right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that all right with you, that?
Right, yeah. All right, then.
It's alright with me.
Yeah, all right. It's all right with me,
It's
that.
alright with you.
Aye.
It's all right.
We should do that.
Starting out.
We should do that. You should put that on, I reckon.
I think so.
Are you putting it on?
Yeah.
When?
Soon. Because I've lost all my songs.
Oh, what have you lost your songs for?
Because I just did.
Do you know what? You should get them queued up before you announce it.
Well, you would think I would, but I don't do
Yeah,
that.
you silly man.
Bambi is not going to be happy with you for
Yeah,
this.
we need Bambi here to bloody give you a kick.
I know, I've been slacking tonight.
No, you're all right. You've done all right. Hello, you're listening to
Say that again?
You're listening to
Right, you're listening to what?
No.
Okay, try a little more energy.
Nah.
Visit A Nightmare on Elm Street, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, where you can have your dreams haunted by a burned, crispy paedophile with knives for fingers. Bring the kids along and lull them off into a gentle sleep and watch them scream and writhe around as silly old Freddy slashes them to bits until they are dead.
I took my family down to A Nightmare on Elm Street, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, and now they are all dead.
I took my entire family to A Nightmare on Elm Street, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, and now they are all dead.
I took my family down to The Nightmare on Elm Street, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, and now they are all dead.
I took my kids down to A Nightmare on Elm Street. They all died. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, where all your dreams, well, you get the picture.
Visit Scotland, or alternatively don't.
Well, it's one for the money, one for the money.
Ooh, who's that? Is that Elvis? There's Elvis there. A brand new concept in computer gaming. There's Elvis. There's Elvis. Over 25 exciting levels. There's Elvis there. Elvis. The best thing since sliced. Elvis? Is that you? Elvis. All new multiplayer. There is Elvis. 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 The computer game. Not available anywhere. Do you have any questions that can't be answered by friends or family? Or do you need advice on what to wear? Then you should give Jack a call.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Yes?
I hope you can help. I can't decide on what to buy my girlfriend for her birthday. Do you have any advice on that?
Jack, Mumboy?
Okay, thank you, Jack.
Yes? Remember, if you don't have the answers, then you don't have Jack.
Jack Mumboy!
Calls are charged at £1 million a minute.
Don't visit Liverpool. It's the most disgusting place I've ever seen. City of culture. City of more like. Don't visit Liverpool. Now f*** off.
No gist reason much I cleansed my extremities of the gore which would not at all vamoose. I knew that I occupy spawn, a heavyweight boo-boo amid I abolish Paul. A spouse whom subsist forevermore routinely peachy. But by gone the elapsed scant stretch far the better had chime plenteous mega bountiful hot dogging and obtuse, and he always poked his tongue out at my dog when he thought that nobody was looking. I had composed him a ducky pork slab submarine, and he'd twist to me, and heave-ho the vessel transversely the roost, where it make mincemeat of into restricted specimen. I put the test to furnish the humdinger viewpoint of this obligation, but I could see that Paul was far too poison. I pulled a banana from the shelf and I tapped him over the head with it. Then he died.
I want to say one thing.
This was never the way
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again.
My intention.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Miss Lewinsky, I never told anybody to lie. Not a single time. No.
I'm used to.
These allegations are false. I need to go back to work.
I am curious for you. Such a I kissed the lobster and I liked it. The taste of that sweet tea sensation. I kissed the lobster, just try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Don't mean I'm in love tonight. I kissed the lobster and I liked it. I liked it. Your claws were so tame. Just human nature. It's not what good girls do, not how they should behave. My head gets so confused, hard to obey. I kissed the lobster and I liked it. The taste of that sweet crustacean. I kissed the lobster, just try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Don't mean I'm in love tonight. I kissed the lobster and I liked it. I liked it. The lobsters, they are so magical. Wet skin and tennis, so kissable. Hard to resist, so touchable. Hot, too good to deny it. Ain't no big deal, it's just so innocent. I kissed the lobster and I liked it. The taste of that sweet sensation. I kissed the lobster, just try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it.
But I want to say one thing. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Log in pledge.me
pledge.meatfreemondays, or one word, .com. Pledge.meatfreemondays.com. 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 You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it. You can do it. Pledge. Meatfreemondays right now, please. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. You can do it right now, please. Just log in. Hey, hi there. Paul speaking. Pledge. You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it. You can do it. Pledge. Meatfreemondays right now, please. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. Pledge. You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it right now, please. Pledge. You can do it. You can do it. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. Pledge. Meatfreemondays.com. You can do it right now, please.
What was that?
I have no idea. What was it?
Oh, actually, I do. It was the Daft Hour Werewolf. See?
What was all that nonsense about?
What are you talking about?
Was that Paul McCartney?
That was one of the Beatles, yeah.
Is that his new song?
Well, no, he got a website on, didn't he? He wanted to, like, pledge for people to eat not meat.
On Mondays.
And that's the song.
On a Monday.
Yeah.
And he did pledge.meatfreemondays.com and then did this weird, like, I don't know what it was.
I like the geese in it.
Yeah, there was some geese there
but
too.
Then again, I'm a bit of a swans.
So, Darby Costello's wrote, a true story. In 2014, when I was hosting the Daft Hour with Bambi, Rashid, our song of the week, they used to do that segment as well, was Goodbye by D4 Annie, like Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's the best song I've ever heard in my life.
I love him. He's great.
It's that goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
That one.
Goodbye to the...
Yeah. In 2015, he moved to Manchester and started teaching in a music college. And that year, he enrolled in the same college. He taught him once or twice, told him he was his hero. But he totally big-timed me and made me feel less than the dirt on his shoe. Here's the song we played, and there's a link on that. So if you're on the live video on CVFM, you can link on the song that they created together. So basically, Darby Costello met his idol there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we've got a song of the week coming up in a bit, but first we need to do a few What Would You Do's, and I believe that is going to be hosted by Legs Calzone this week.
Yes, it is. Okay, so my first What Would You Do to everyone, and this requires some participation from you, Mr. Morgan Fantastic.
Right.
What would you do if your internal monologue was Danny DeVito? And I'd like to just, because I know you're the best in the world at impressions.
Yeah.
I'd like you to give us an impression of your internal monologue if it was Danny DeVito.
Okay. I'm trying to think, how does Danny DeVito speak? I'm trying to...
Like a Bronx accent, innit?
I mean, we're on live as well, so you can...
Yeah. So my inner monologue.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't cry at the insults that you've been made to you tonight, Morgan. It's okay. You'll get over it. It's not their fault they're mean and nasty. Listen to your inner monologue. You get through it. You're fine. Stop crying asleep.
You know what?
What was that?
I feel like you actually...
DeVito from Yorkshire.
you started quite strongly for the first, like, half a second.
Yeah, that first...
And then it went a bit Yorkshire.
Very Yorkshire.
That was Danny DeVito in Yorkshire.
Okay, well...
Was that okay for
No.
You tried your best.
I
and
did.
that's all
To
I
be
can ask
fair,
from you, to be honest.
it's no Robert De Niro impression, is it?
No.
But what would I actually do? Do you know? I'd listen to him. That's what I would do. Danny DeVito was my inner monologue. I would definitely listen to him.
Yeah, I would.
And he runs around naked a lot.
Mm.
So I'll join in with that.
Yeah. Well, my next What Would You Do is, what would you do if you could time travel, but you could only go 10 seconds to the future or 10 seconds to the past, but every time you did, you grew a new tooth somewhere on your body.
It doesn't matter where. Could be
Just
anywhere.
somewhere.
Could be anywhere.
Could be in your mouth, could be...
So you can time travel forwards 10 seconds, backwards 10 seconds, but each time you do that, and it's your choice.
Yeah, you do it.
So I'm like, I think I'm going to jump forward 10 seconds.
But you don't know where you're going to get a tooth if you do.
Right.
But you will get a tooth.
You will get a tooth somewhere upon your
Have you seen the film
person.
Teeth?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll leave that with you.
Dentata.
That was the condition that I couldn't mention on the radio, but I shall allude to it.
So if I skip to the future, I could potentially get teeth in my vagina.
You could, yeah.
Vagina dentata, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't time travel, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't.
I just wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't want the risk.
No.
However, if it was 10 seconds in the future or the past, I would just keep going 10 seconds in the future each time. And then you're just continuously going further and further and further, aren't you?
But then you'd end up like that bloke from Channel Zero, just covered in teeth.
Absolutely covered in teeth. Imagine going backwards, like, I'm from the future, and you're just covered in teeth.
That's a time travel gone wrong, isn't it?
That could have made Terminator 2 better, actually.
Terminator teeth.
I'm going to watch that, I think.
Teethinator.
Yeah. Have you got any others? Legs?
I've only got 2 legs with me.
Have you got any other legs?
I didn't bring my front legs.
Did you not?
Today.
No.
But did you bring your back legs?
Yeah, back legs, not the front.
Um,
Or they're your middle legs.
I've got one more that I'll just throw at you from the top of my head. This is more of a would you rather than what would you do? Would you rather have wasps on the end of each finger?
Right.
Or toes made of light bulbs that were very liable to break when you walk on them?
Ooh. Wasps on my fingers.
Do the wasps sting?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or can you just be like,
Have they got the stings on them?
They're just there. I haven't really thought about
Could
it.
you
very
terrify old people? And
I haven't commissioned the wasps, so I haven't spoke to them about what they might do.
I'd go wasps on the fingers.
You know when you give someone a wet willy? It'd be
No.
much worse with a wasp on the end, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah.
But then again, so would eating a sandwich.
Like a drill?
Eating a sandwich,
Yeah, you accidentally bite the wasp. You could have them removed. You just get them removed. Can you just have the wasps removed?
Can you just wash them off?
Just go down the doctors and go, here, can I have me wasps removed, please?
A waspectomy.
Have a waspectomy. Or just embrace them and run around going, ooh, look at me.
I've got wasps for fingers.
Oh, I've got wasps for fingers.
Personally, I'd rather have light bulb toes. But,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you? Why?
Because, well, I'm a very careful walker, so I don't think I'd break.
Yeah,
them.
but then
And
think of
even if they did break, I wouldn't feel it because it's not my toe; it's a light bulb.
Darby Costello's put teeth to dentist day.
Think of the problem you would have trying to pick shoes.
Think of the problem you'd have kicking a football.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't be a footballer.
Or kicking an attacker.
A person. Yeah.
Well, I'd have broken
imagine
glass
being on
the end of my
holiday
feet,
in your
so-
sandals.
Imagine kicking Morgan in his front bum.
Yeah, I could kick
Say,
him
don't roll
and
around
blast
on
him
the
to
floor.
death.
The audience don't like it. You'd smash your bulbs.
Yeah. But guess what?
Yes.
I've got teeth in my vagina. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine then. You go up to him, I'd go up to him and say, could I just put my hand up your skirt so you can bite these wasps off?
There you go. So full circle. You've got wasp for fingers.
Yeah.
I've got teeth for vagina, and we make sweet, sweet love.
It's Daft here, isn't it?
So we're going to play the song of the week, which Elvis Herod can explain.
Oh, okay. Right, well, I don't have an artist name for this one. I found it on Yow Chow.
Is it
I went on
Owl
Yow
City?
Chow. I went on the Yow Chow because I was looking for music,
You
and I
have
found this one, right,
Yeah.
which is Fireflies by Owl City.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not that song. Well, it is that song, but somebody's messed about with it.
Right.
They made it go all stupid.
Right.
So it's daft, obviously, and it's something that you won't like because it sounds horrible.
So song of the week, basically, to explain to any new listeners, is basically Elvis Herod picks a song that is absolutely dreadful, usually off the internet.
Yes.
And it's awful half the time. The one last week was particularly bad.
Oh, yes, that was rank Sinatra, wasn't it?
If you are listening and you think, what is that horrible sound? There's a reason, and Elvis Herod just likes to pick terrible music to destroy your ears. But this is...
I'm Sir Helen Mirren, and when I'm in the Middlesbrough, I like to listen to the radio, CVFM Daft Hour.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, you couldn't hack it. Weird that you got through most of, if not all of, Rank Sinatra last week.
It was shorter.
But it was worse.
It was worse. That, I think it was messing with my ears too much. It was very up and down.
Messed with your head a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Morgan...
Yeah.
I really liked it, actually.
I didn't really enjoy that.
I enjoyed it, so...
Jim.
Yes.
Plug the show you're in on Friday. How about that?
Okay. It's at the Southern Cross.
Yeah.
You got the brilliant Carl Gillespie headlining.
Yeah.
Very good friend of mine. You got some bloke, Herbert Italian.
Yeah.
Not sure who he is. Seen him once before. Bombed. Terrible. Terrible act.
Dreadful act.
No, he was actually very good. You've got me. Doing the Godfather of Filth routine that I do.
Yeah,
so
very
warned,
funny.
Yeah, it is very rude.
It's very rude,
Very
but
rude.
if you like that sort of stuff, then
Yeah.
you're in for a trick.
But yeah, Laughing Pug, it's only £4 a ticket, so get yourself there. And
It starts at 8:30, I believe.
yes,
Yeah.
starting a bit later than normal. You got brilliant Mike Milligan. He's opening the show, and Bethany Emma as well, coming down from Newcastle.
Perfect. Who's the MC?
The MC's Matty.
Is Matty the MC?
Matty Oxley, very, very good comedian.
Yeah.
Only just started last year, and you wouldn't think so. He looks like he's been going ages.
Yeah, he's doing really, really well. Where can people find you?
If you go onto Facebook and type in Godfather of Filth, all one word, that'll take you to me comedian page. I've got a couple of videos up on there.
It's Jim McMaster comedian as well.
Jim
isn't it?
McMaster
Yeah.
comedian as well, yeah. But yeah, I've got basically I upload any gigs that I've got coming up. People want to, head along.
Yeah.
And I've got videos up there of, some past jokes, and I'm always writing new stuff, so...
Perfect.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
you
excellent.
think you've seen it all.
Is there any other... Are you on any other socials, or is it just Facebook?
No, I did Twitter for a little bit, but to be honest, I found it boring.
Did you?
I really did. I found it incredibly dull. So I let it go, basically.
Okay, so mainly just find you on Facebook and all the
Yeah,
gigs.
just find us on Facebook. I'm
Excellent.
on there.
Well, I'll come and see you on Friday. How about that?
Good. Has Herbert given you a lift? Or?
Yeah, he's giving me a lift with his legs. So,
Ding, 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 ding.
before we wrap up the end of the show, I've got a new segment, Harold.
Where is it?
It's in here.
In your little hairy book?
Yeah, and basically... It's a new segment I like to call Dafties.
Oh!
And basically that's for fans of the show.
Right.
And what it is basically people who've helped us.
Yeah.
And what they have done is they've either gone onto Facebook.
Yeah.
Are you off?
I'm alright.
Facebook.com/The Daft Hour.
Yeah.
And we have our page there.
Yeah.
What they've done, they've liked the page. They've interacted in the page, they've socialised in the page, and they've shared us out.
They're like our little minions, our little Dafties.
Yeah, and they've basically
our friends.
They've helped the Dafties, so Dafties are basically our friends who deserve a shout out.
Yeah,
and
shout
also,
them.
Yeah, I'm going to in a sec.
Alright, sorry.
And also, they've gone onto Twitter and followed us at the Daft Hour and interacted there, shared us out.
You
And they've also
Dafties.
gone on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Daft Hour. Listen to our shows and share that out. And I tell you what, we've got a lot of Dafties. So it's just basically just to give a lot of love to our growing fan base, Herod.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say some names, and you have to do a different noise for each person.
Okay, then you pillock.
Okay. Julie Allen. Samantha Pletz. Rachel Thompson. Michael Thompson. Leon Brown. Colin Green. Claire Hewitt. Anne Shirley. And Sam Mack.
Margaret! Margaret!
So
Margaret!
So thank you very much.
Margaret!
Right, I'm finished.
So thank you very much for being the Dafties of this week. We have more Dafties for the weeks to come, and also if you'd like to be a Dafty on the show, you just have to do basically the thing that I explained what they do.
I'm going to have to learn some new noises for next week, I think.
Yeah.
Well, probably not. That'll be our Dafties for good.
Yeah.
Thanks, though.
Thanks to
for being
everyone.
our
We
Dafties.
really appreciate it, and I don't think we deserve it. To be honest.
Nah, we
No,
don't.
I don't
We're
think you
rubbish.
do
This
either.
is a terrible show. I don't know why they put us on.
Dreadful.
You know that Fireflies song that we just played?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just reading on the YouTube thing. It says, but because of copyright, this video might not be available on some devices. This video took a while to make, so please like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to put it on the page so you can all share it and listen to it again, because obviously Morgan Fantastic couldn't hack it.
No.
So if you want to hack it and want to listen to it, you want to get that right in your ears over and over again like I did this morning, then I'll post it up for you.
And have a little listen on that. Legs Calzone, you've been entrusted with the task to name this particular show.
Yes.
Have you got a name for our show?
I have.
And what is it?
After careful consideration and everything that's happened in the past 2 hours that we've all been together, I've decided to name this show, since I'm standing in for Bambi Rashid, Woodlouse's Lament.
Woodlouse's Lament.
Or if you fancy, Lamont of the Woodlouse.
Woodlouse Lament.
We'll go with the first one. I think he's written it down.
I've already wrote it down now.
Yeah, fine. Fine.
It takes him a little while to write.
Yep.
Struggles, doesn't he?
I've also spelt it very wrong. So
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a good show. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and thanks, Jim, for coming along.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Go and check Jim on his social media page. Go and hit like his comedy page.
Most of all, go and see him perform.
Go and see him perform. He's got a lot of gigs coming up, and he's on the Laughing Pug on Friday. So go and see that.
Do.
Thank you very much, Jim McMaster. Everyone.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Best to go and see him before he pops his clogs.
Limited time only. Also, I'd like to say a special thank you to our rather precious Legs Calzone.
Yes, the precious Legs Calzone, who's standing in for
Bambi Rashid.
What can I say? It's been awful.
Yeah.
I've hated it.
I'm glad you've hated every moment.
I'm glad Bambi's back next week.
I'm not, because I'm rather mad at him.
What, for making us...
Yeah, I feel I've been a bit off my game today, and I really think it's...
Because of the insults?
I think the insults open just dampened my mood.
You cockalorum.
I mean, it was under Bambi's direction, but that was all us.
Well, yeah, I know, but maybe he just genuinely wanted the show to go a bit skew-if because he wasn't here.
Cockalorum, a boastful and self-important person. A strutting little fellow. What else have we got for
I am a strutting...
You snollygoster.
I am a strutting little fellow, I'll give you that.
An unprincipled but shrewd person. I don't know about that. Pillock, I've already called you that. Pillock! Very stupid or foolish. Lick Spittle. How was that one for you?
Yeah.
A fawning subordinate. A suck-up. Oh, Morgan, you're such a suck-up. Smell fungus. Are these real? An excessively fault-finding person. You can go if you want. I'm just going to stay and read these out. Mini hammer. Simpleton.
Have you finished?
No, hold on.
Hurry up and finish.
Mumpsimus.
Come on.
Mumpsimus, a stubborn person who insists on making an error in spite of being shown that it is wrong. You absolute Mumpsimus. Milksop. Hobbledehoy.
Right.
These are possible children's names. Pettifogger.
That's the name of my son.
Mooncalf.
And my daughter.
And we'll go with the last one. There isn't a last one.
Okay. Well, thanks for all the insults this entire show.
Not a problem.
Really do appreciate it.
Today's insults were sponsored by Bambi Rashid. And I'm sorry, actually. I'd just like to apologise.
It's okay.
Because I didn't mean any of them. And I think you're actually quite an alright guy, you know what I mean? You're alright. Mediocre.
Okay. Well, I'll take that over what you've been saying.
Don't talk to me like that. I don't like you anymore. I've changed my mind.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this week's show. Thank you to our guests. Go and follow us on all our socials that we've talked about. My name's been Morgan Fantastic. You have been...
You.
Yeah.
You've been you.
You've been...
I've been Legs Calzone.
And you have been...
Myself.
And who are you?
Frank Carson.
No, who are you?
David Bowie.
No. Say who you are so we can finish the show, please.
I've forgotten what my name is.
Oh, your name's Elvis Herod.
Thank you.
Elvis Herod.
Stay daft, Teesside. Bye 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 bye.